Kickstarter Nation, welcome to your final video update for Cold Steel Wardens role-playing in the Iron Age of Comics. Tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow is D-Day. The first marks our final day for funding, and right now we are... It's going to be close. We are sitting at 90% funded with 32 hours to go as of the time that I'm recording this. We're at $4,050 of $4,500 necessary to attain our funding. Wow. Thanks to all of you. This is looking like it's going to be a reality, but you know, don't count your chickens yet. We still have a little bit to go. If you haven't backed us yet and you're interested in, there's no other time. Now is the time. So before you go out for your New Year's Eve revels, before you go out and have a good time for the end of your holiday, think about maybe dropping us a little bit in the pot so that we can provide you a great game for this summer. I wanted to take this time to thank a couple people who I haven't necessarily been thankful enough for here at the end of the year in making all of this happen. First off, obviously, my wife, who you saw in the previous video, has been incredibly patient through this entire process and has done everything in her power to try to keep my life stress-free. I picked probably the worst time of my life to run a Kickstarter, ever. In addition to working full-time as a teacher, I've been running an iPad pilot for my new school, teaching 125 freshmen, all of whom have iPads this year instead of textbooks. I've been taking 2 online courses for my professional development. I've also taken on 2 clubs, the Northmont Gay Straight Alliance, as well as their literary magazine. So needless to say, this has come with a lot of extra responsibility on top of everything in terms of making a game and all that goes along with that. So thanks, Jules, for putting up with me. I need to thank Will Herman. You may know Will Herman from Journeyman Games. He's the creator of the Savage Worlds character creator. Will's a close personal friend. I met Will through the Wittenberg Role-Playing Guild, and Will's advice in terms of how to run a Kickstarter and how to do this whole mess has become invaluable to me. So Will, if you're watching this, it's really much appreciated. I can't thank you enough for all the help you've given. I need also to thank, so far, the Cold Steel Wardens team. While I write it, editing and art are really outside of my purview. I can't draw stick figures to save my life. So I really need to thank all the people that I've been working with so far, that being Pam and Jeff, my editors, and Kit Mowry and Jonathan Barnes are 2 fabulous artists. I mean, without your hard work, this would never be as far as it's gotten so far. And with any luck, within the next 36 hours, we'll find out whether I'll finally be able to pay you. In addition to making this hit print, so thank you all so much for all the hard work that you've put in, especially when you're not seeing that tangible reward yet. I need to thank my family too. They've been more than generous. My parents, my aunt and uncle, my sister even, who thinks I'm probably insane for writing all this. But I need to thank them for their generosity and for their willingness to put up with my crazy pet projects here. And thank you, really, Kickstarter Nation. It's been a struggle. It's been a privilege. It's been a thing. But I can't thank you enough for helping make Cold Steel Wardens into a reality, and I hope by the end of this summer that I'll have a fantastic game in your hands that you'll be able to put on your bookshelf in a place of honor and hopefully play. I want this to be something that you enjoy. Let's take just a moment and talk about the next step. Ideally, with only $450 separating us from glory, we will ideally be funded and that means that means moving on, and for us that means your beta rules roll out. As I mentioned as part of this Kickstarter drive at the very beginning, everyone who backs us will receive a copy of the beta rules, no matter how much they pledge, how little they pledge. It is my intent to have those beta rules rolled out to everybody by January 31st, within 1 month of the Kickstarter ending. I want to ideally have the beta rules in everybody's hands, everyone who's backed. So you can expect that by the 31st. It's my intent that I'm going to take the Martin Luther King Day weekend and meet with my team and hammer out the editing and provide a relatively finished product for you guys, minus the art, minus the layout, obviously. It'll be in just basic PDF text, but you'll have the beta rules by the end of January. Here in the last couple hours, I've been talking about trying to do the Google Hangout because of the holiday season. It hasn't worked out. So tomorrow, as we end out our final hours in the Kickstarter, I will be available on Google Hangout from 3 p.m. until 9 p.m. On January 1st. So if you have questions for me, if you'd like to play Cold Steel Wardens, we will do it via Google Hangout. We'll do it live. So swing on by. The link will be available right at the top of the Kickstarter page. So please, by all means, check us out there. Thanks again for everything, Kickstarter Nation. If you still haven't backed us, I hope you do. Time is running out, obviously, but get on board. I have a really exciting product for you. I have a really exciting game for you. Have a great game.